Hi everyone, I'm Casey Williams. The Lincoln Continental is not just any car. It's Edsel Ford's car. It's John F. Kennedy's car. It's Elvis Presley's car. It's James Brown's car. And if you believe the commercials, it's even Matthew McConaughey's car. It was once a symbol for wealth. But the car's been out of the market for about a decade and a half. And after all that time, it's back. The 2017 Lincoln Continental. The Continental was once a big, expensive fluff mellow on wheels, but it's been refined, it's been trimmed down, and the current iteration of it really is a truly modern car. I didn't like the styling at first when I first saw it in Detroit a little over a year ago, but I have to tell you, it's really started to grow on me, and I kind of get what they're doing now. This is the new grille. You've seen it on the MKZ. It has the Lincoln logo kind of embedded in the mesh, and that's the new signature look. You'll also see it on the next generation Navigator SUV that's coming soon. LED headlamps, again, they just glisten at night. It gives the car a very strong modern front end to it. Come around the side, hunkered down over the 19-inch alloy wheels. Looks really good. And I just like the formality of the car too. It's both aerodynamic and formal, I guess. Very smooth coming back. I like some of the trim pieces. Door handles are integrated into the beltline trim. I think that's very nice. I like how the mirrors are kind of like on their little pods. It actually works very well on the highway, keeps the wind noise away from the window, but also look kind of cool. Continental logo here. Again, just some very nice classic touches. Chrome strips down below. And a couple of things that are really kind of Continental trademarks. This kicked up rear fender line, the strong shoulders. Again, take it from a lot of the classic cars. And come around the back, another Lincoln trademark. The wide, thin tail lamps in the back, really connected to the other Lincoln products from the past. Big exhaust outlets. Power trunk. And again, the car is not especially wide. The car is actually based on the Lincoln MKZ platform. It's essentially a stretched MKZ Ford Fusion. But the car is very long, very deep trunk, lots of luggage space, back seats fold down. You can get anything you need to in it. Extra spare tire in the back as well. Well, if you were hoping for a big V8 engine or even a big 12-cylinder engine from days gone by, you're going to be disappointed. But there's no question this engine produces enough power. It's a 3-liter twin-turbo V6. Delivers 400 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. And what's essentially a stretched mid-sized car, that's a lot of power. It routes all that power to the all-wheel drive system through a 6-speed automatic transmission. So I took some long interstate drives over the weekend to go look at some other classic cars at a museum. And stepping in the left-hand lane, you could just accelerate from almost any speed you wanted to. Very smooth, very quiet, an absolute joy to drive. What also made it a joy to drive is it has a sport mode and a comfort mode for the chassis, the steering, so the suspension system. I liked it actually on the comfort mode. It gives it kind of a nice float on the highway, but there's nothing fat or lazy about the car in the way it handles. It's crisp, it's there, but you come off of a bridge, it just kind of bounces a little bit, just very comfortable and nice, very nice. But again, if you want to go tear up the twisty roads, you can do that. And one of the things I think is an advantage of this car being just a little bit narrower and a little bit smaller than you might think it is, it's actually a very tight handling, very nice handling car. I think in this class of cars, it's actually one of the nicest ones to drive. So overall, from the power and the handling, top notch. Well, even if you don't like the exterior styling, I think the interior will convince you. Just go through the list of luxury features on this car. 30-way adjustable front seats. You can adjust these seats any way you want to. In fact, you can adjust the lower seat cushion left and right independently, depending on how you feel about it. Pretty cool. 19-speaker Revel audio system. Sounds top notch. I like it a lot. And I really like what they've done with the infotainment system. I always thought Chrysler was one of the best ones out there. I think what Lincoln's done is really kind of cribbing that, but even made it a little bit better. So you got audio, climate, very easy to go through the menus to find what phones there, navigation, everything you want. You can do it through voice controls, and there are redundant controls down below for climate control here, volume, tuning, couldn't be easier. Heated seats, cooled seats in the front, heated steering wheel, you've got heated seats in the back, tri-zone automatic climate control, rear seat passengers have their own controls. Just absolutely completely loaded. We have the reserve package, which means you've got real wood dash trim, real aluminum trim inside the vehicle, and the seats are made from Bridge of Weir leather, which is remarkable because the 1956-57 Continental also had Bridge of Weir leather inside of it. So again, just very soft and supple, feels very expensive. Some of the other technology on the car, full suite of safety technology, lane keep assist, lane departure warning system, forward collision alert system, adaptive cruise control. It's got a stop and go system to creep it through traffic, blind spot warning, rear cross path detection. all the expected safety features on this car. We don't have a glass roof in this car, but you can get a twin panel glass roof in the Continental. I think it's also very nice. So again, I spent many hours on the highway this weekend and enjoyed it immensely. And then it's also got a parallel parking system. You pulled up in front of the museum and needed to park, button on the dashboard, it actually will find a spot that's big enough for it, and then it'll guide itself into a parallel perpendicular parking spot. Again, just everything you'd ever want on a luxury car. Well, I was coming out of the coffee shop the other day, and this guy stopped and looked at the car, and he said, "Is that the new Lincoln Continental?" And I said, "Yeah." And he looked at it and he goes, "Very nice." He goes, "Lincoln needed a car like that." And I couldn't agree more. Again, when they first had the car at Detroit about a year and a couple months ago, I looked at it and I thought, I just don't know what I think of the car and it's really what they needed for a Continental. But now that I've spent some time with it, spent a lot of highway time with it, really enjoyed driving the car, spending time in the interior, I think it's exactly the car they needed. I think it's styled right, I think the interior is fantastic, I think the size is really good. And it really is. In this class of car, you're competing against, they like you to think it's competing against Mercedes S-Class, BMW 7 Series, but it's really kind of a class down in size. It's more like a Mercedes E-Class, BMW 5 Series, Cadillac CTS and CT6. I think in that class of car, I think it's really one of the most enjoyable cars to drive and to be in. So looking at pricing, you can get one completely based, just under $45,000. This one, fully loaded, $70,405. I know, that's just a little bit on the top end for a Lincoln Continental, but again, I think it compares favorably to most of the cars in that class, and I thoroughly enjoy driving it. So next week we'll have another fun car, and until then, storm forward!